Hey guys, my name's Chris Mendenhall. I'm a North Carolina State Master Beekeeper. That doesn't mean that I'm smarter than anybody else. I just was able to pass the test. Today I want to show you, I've got 3 packages that we just picked up this morning. I want to show you how I install them. There's about 25 different ways of installing packages. You can find them all over the internet, but this is the way I do it. One of the things I'm going to do today is I'm going to put entrance reducers on my 3 hives here. I've got other bees in the yard, and I want to make sure that I can reduce some of the robbing. So I'm going to use, these packages come with sugar water already in them in a can. I'm going to go ahead and use that up today, and then after the bees get out of their package, then I'm going to put some hive top feeders on it in a day or so. So here's what I'm going to do. Start it with, I'm going to put the small hole right here. We'll put that in the entrances, and that just reduce the robbing. That's my hope. Well, let me see if this one fits better. There we go. If you use one of the jar type feeders, you can't use the entrance reducer unless you cut it down. So I'm going to use the whole stick that comes with a 10 frame hive, and we're going to try it from there. So you've got these new type package boxes. Years ago they used to come in a wooden package, but nowadays we've got some coming like this. One of the first things you need to do is try to split them apart. You just slide them apart like that. So they're apart now. We'll start down here on the end. So what I've got out here today, I've got a hive, a 10 frame hive. I've got 3 pulled frames of comb. They've got some honey and some pollen in them. I've got an extra deep. I use deeps instead of mediums. I've got an extra deep. Once I set the package on top, I'm going to set the deep on top. I'm not shaking the bees in the hive. I'm just going to let them release into the hive as they want to, slowly. And then I'm going to close them back up, and we're going to come back tomorrow and see how they're doing. So I've got 1 frame out. I've got some new frames also. These hives, these packages here, just bend this little tab up. You can slide this forward, and it just comes off like that. You can get the queen out. These are Italian queens. They're marked. They've got a pink dot on them, 2019. You can see her right there. Okay, so what you need to do is take your pocket knife or something to that effect and take out the cork that is on the candy end. Just like that. And you take this, take the queen, put the candy down, stick her between the frames. You can squeeze it together. And now she's between the frames, and they can get to her and feed her and do any of those type things that they need to do to take care of her. Okay, next we're going to take our extra deep hive body. I'm going to set it on there like so. I'm going to try to do this and not get stung, so don't laugh at me. So now I'm going to pull out the can, and this can has got K-Rose syrup or sugar water. I'm not certain exactly what. And I would suggest doing it real easy and slow, and that you try not to stir them up any worse than you have to. Just set it with the holes down, and you can take the bees and just set them in the hive just like so. And now they can naturally release themselves, and you're not shaking them and getting them all stirred up. It works pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to put my inner cover on. I use the screen inner covers. I like them best. And then I'm going to put the hive top on. And there's number one. And we're going to do 3 of them today. So I'm going to try it again. This one is exactly the same as the last one. It's a marked queen. I don't always get marked queens, but one of the good things about having marked queens is you can tell if she was superseded. So if the bees don't accept her, you can always tell if... Now see how this queen, the last box, that queen, there were not a lot of bees around the queen cage, and to me, that they may not accept her. This one, I think they would be more likely to accept her just because they seem to be interested in her. So we're going to get her out real careful like, and you can see her right there. See, she's got a pink dot on her too. Okay, so we're going to remove the cork on the candy end, just like so.
Show me the front of it so we can see the candy end. See, that's the candy there.
Yep. This is my lovely assistant, Cindy. Okay, so we're going to set them right here for just a moment. We'll put Mama in here. And I've got the pulled comb in the middle. Typically what you'd want to do if you have some pulled comb and some new foundation like this is you want to checkerboard it. So you want to put pulled comb, new foundation, pulled comb, new foundation, and that way that kind of promotes them to pull this new comb, and you also want to feed them. That helps promote it also. But in this case, since these I don't have a lot to go in here for them, I'm just using just a couple, and here in a week or 2 or 3 I'll come in here and I'll put some more. So I'm going to put the deep on here again, like so. Package going in. All right. Be real ginger with them. Put this down there so they holes down so they can continue to eat. We'll just take the bees and turn them over like so. And we'll get an inner cover and place it on top. Put this lid on there as well. Okay. One more. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Same thing, got 3 pulled frames with some honey. See, this has got a little bit of honey. These are from some bees last year or the year before, not certain, but it's got some honey all ready for them. There's some pollen in there too, so that'll kind of give them an extra boost, or that's the hope. I really like these packages. They, I think they're would be pretty good to reuse, and I'm sure you could recycle them and use them for something else in the future. This queen, see, they're hanging out with her a little bit here too. They're interested in her, so that's a good sign in my opinion, that they like her. They want to take care of her. You see her in there, she's probably right there. There she is. She's got a dot on her too. She's got her belly to us, so it's not as easy to see. So we're going to go the candy in. Get the little cork out, just like so, and that way that they can get her out of there as soon as they can. Now, when you do that, here's something I didn't mention before. Whenever you find a position for the queen in the queen cage, don't put the queen cage where, when you pull this together, that their honey will get all over the queen cage of the queen, because that's a death sentence. If mama gets honey all over, honeybees use small holes in her abdomen called spiracles. and if those get clogged with honey, they can't breathe. So you want to be careful how you place the queen cage in here to make sure that hopefully you don't have that problem. Okay, so there's our 10 frames. Like so. My daughter painted these hive bodies here, so they're kind of special to me. Once again, we're going to pull the can out. All right, here we go. Holes down. All right, there's the ladies in there. All right, we're going to turn it over. Just like so. Put the inner cover, hive top, and there you go. There's 3 packages of bees installed in about 5 minutes.
11.
Have a great day.